Imagine yourself walking through the aisles of a supermarket. On the shelves you see fruits you never noticed before. Dragon fruit, avocados, packets of quinoa. In one corner, sauces from Asian cuisines. In another, coffees from South America. Flavors you may never have heard of as a child are now part of your ordinary shopping list. This simple scene tells us something powerful. Food is one of the quietest yet strongest languages of the world. What we eat shapes not only our bodies but also our identities, our dreams, and our connection with the wider world. And today, that connection is transforming faster than ever. At this point, the word trend comes into play. It may sound simple, something new, something popular, but when it comes to food, a trend is more than a short-lived fashion. It is the journey of one culture meeting another, the rebirth of a taste in new lands while still carrying its roots. Think about how sushi traveled from Japan and became a universal dish across global cities, how bubble tea turned from a local youth drink into an international phenomenon, or how dalgona coffee, through social media, suddenly entered millions of kitchens during the pandemic. Each of these examples is a quiet reminder of how societies connect with each other through food. The global table behind these transformations lies a greater force: globalization. Today, planes, ships, and even digital screens transport not only people, but also tastes, aromas, and habits. A product grown in one country finds its way to the dinner table of another continent. Mexico's avocado, Tokyo's sushi, Turkey's kebab. We now live in an era where borders blur on the palate. And this shift changes more than flavors. It also reshapes the way we eat. The rise of fusion cuisine in restaurants is a striking example. Two cultures meet on the same plate, sometimes surprising us, sometimes enchanting us with a new harmony. But why do these trends spread so quickly? The reasons are hidden in different parts of our lives. As people travel, they discover new tastes and want to bring them home. Social media takes a single photo or video and carries that craving to millions. Health concerns transform what we choose to eat, pushing veganism and plant-based diets to the forefront. And cultural influences, from television to celebrities, turn dishes into symbols of lifestyle and identity. In short, every new item on our plates is the result of a journey, a story that connects distant places and different lives. Looking at the world today, we see the same story written in many dishes. Plant-based burgers are no longer alternatives but part of the mainstream. Superfoods like quinoa, chia, and matcha have become symbols of health and vitality. At the same time, fusion dishes blur the lines between cultures. Sushi burritos or Korean tacos are just two examples. Street foods like tacos, dumplings, or kebabs have moved far beyond their origins, becoming international icons. And tropical fruits, once exotic curiosities, like dragon fruit or acai bowls, are now common in many supermarkets. Still, to truly understand these trends, we need to look beyond taste. Science and culture reveal deeper layers. Biology tells us that novelty in flavors stimulates our brains with pleasure. Sociology reminds us that eating is a collective ritual, a way of belonging. Anthropology shows how food is bound to identity and tradition. Vegetarianism rooted in Indian philosophy, the cultural role of rice in Japan, the symbolic hospitality of tea in Turkey. Psychology adds yet another dimension: food as a marker of status. Consuming superfoods may be less about nutrition and more about signaling a modern lifestyle. And economics makes it clear: Many of these trends are not accidental but carefully shaped by industries and companies marketing new products. When we think about it this way, it becomes clear that food trends are not just stories of taste, they are also tied to the great issues of our time. Climate change is linked to the heavy environmental cost of meat production, making plant-based diets more than a passing preference. Migration carries cuisines across borders, blending them into new identities. Technology transforms our relationship with food. Lab-grown meat or delivery apps are not distant futures, but present realities. To look at a plate of food is, in many ways, to understand a society. The journey of the avocado, the global rise of sushi, the allure of superfoods, each of these stories quietly tells us how the world is changing. Food is more than nourishment. It is culture, identity, economy, psychology, and ecology woven together. Every new flavor that reaches our tables reflects not only our appetite, but also our hopes, fears, and choices about the future. In the end, to understand food trends is to understand the world, because everything on our plates whispers the story of our time. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. New videos will come every week, helping you learn English while discovering the world.